All right. How's my lighting? That's actually not that bad. Hey, friends. Hope y'all guys are doing well out there. Just wanted to jump online with you here. Has been a long day. Hey, Chicken Master. How you doing, Chicken? Mustafa. How you doing, Mustafa? Good to see y'all guys. Hey, Sean. Ilmax. Tim Jones, the one and only Darth Vader. Alda. Hi, Alda. Jingle, what's up, Jingle? Trailer Park Slim Shady. Where do you? I don't know. I don't see the resemblance. It's got to be the hair. I got the same thing like 5 minutes ago. Dude was like, "You look like a darker Eminem," and I'm like, "Hey, okay, right." I don't know. Hey, Laura, Gerhard, Linda, y'all guys are coming in so fast. Roxana, Mr. Bees, Yanto. Sarah Guthmiller. Hey, Sarah. Jingle says, more meth. Dude, I've been getting an influx of y'all guys lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's some kind of like publicity for the show or something out there because more people have been jumping in, more jokers here lately. Good to see everybody, though. Hey, Britta. How are you doing, Britta? See, Laura. Hey, Darth Vader. Hi. Indoraptor. Cool name. What's up, friend? Hi. Man, y'all are going so fast. Hey, Hollywood Sniper. Slick Rick Z. Hey, cool name, Rick. Looking healthy, brother. Thank you. I actually feel like I might be fighting a cold, honestly. Past couple days, I've just been kind of under the weather. Now, it has been really hot out, and y'all guys know that my system does not do well in the heat. Actually, right now, even in here, it's just like hot and stuffy. I need to get a fan. I could turn on the AC, but then y'all wouldn't be able to hear me. Pardon me. Laura saying hey to Britta. Jim, greeting my friend. Hey, Jim, greetings to you. Nana K's in the house. What's up, Nana? We got Gypsy in here. Happy birthday, Lady Stitch. Is it Lady Stitch's birthday? I thought she already had a birthday. Who was that? I thought it was Stitch. I know Britta had a birthday the other day. I've been meaning to sing happy birthday to her. Guys, I moved my trailer and it's been a couple days, so I haven't been online. I apologize for falling off the radar. I know some of y'all guys worry about me and stuff when I do that. However, I do think that it re-stabilizes the whole thing. And don't worry about Matt. He'll be back when you hear from him, right? Because that's how we are in here. Lots of times, my friends, they'll dip out for a little bit, and I won't hear from them for a while. And then they've been dealing with life stuff, and they come back, and that's kind of how it is, So things are good. Like I was saying in my video earlier today, because of all of your support and everything, it's been possible to kind of like move forward in life. So now I've got my own place and everything. It comes with a little bit more stress and anxiety, I guess. Now I eat stress and anxiety for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I don't really feel it. And at the same time, just and I got like more bills to pay and stuff. But things have been going really well. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to make it together. I'm trying to get out on my next adventure here pretty quick, even if it's only like an overnight or a couple nights or something. We just need to get back out into the forest, and I know I could definitely use it. Now, y'all guys, your messages are coming in so fast that it's hard for me to keep up, so I'm just going to scroll through, guys. Hey, Pokey Bear. Good morning, Matt. It's 2:15 a.m. in Michigan. Hey, awesome, Pokey. Pookie, it is 11:17 p.m. right here where I live. Yeah, Washington State. Kim from Michigan. Hey, Kim. Good to see you. Rebecca and Dean are in the house. Brian. Hi, Brian. Robert Gaylor. Hey, Robert. Liz. I'm doing good. Thanks, says Britta. Okay, cool, Britta. I'm so glad. Hey, Darth, appreciate you, brother. Guys, Darth threw in $2 to support the cause. Let me like, heart for the mission. Hoorah, Darth. Right on. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. The mission is actually going pretty well, guys. Lots of things, you know how it is. Lots of things come in left, right, and center a lot of times, and we've got to kind of change, adapt, thrive, and survive, right? And that's kind of, it's my comfort zone. I like it when things are coming in fast and hot like that because, well, a couple reasons. I get bored really easily, like I've told y'all guys. So it's like Sherlock Holmes says, you know, give me problems, give me something to do. And then also I find that the high energy lifestyle for me being in recovery and everything, it helps to just keep moving, keep myself entertained, or not really entertained, involved. You know what I mean? All right, thanks, Darth. Appreciate you. Virginia Harris. Hi, Virginia. Good to see you. So yeah, guys, we aren't going to be doing Music Madness tonight. We're going to hold off. I know I told you last time that we were going to do one in the middle of the week, and that didn't really work out. There are other channels and stuff that it's complicated, so like I didn't want to mess with what they had going on and everything. I'm hoping that we can get back to normal here real soon. I don't know. Things just get hectic every now and then, you know, and they rewrite themselves, really. That's some good instant coffee. I got a old Chevron coffee cup here and some really strong instant homemade. I don't know if it's smart because I really need the rest. I've only had like a few hours over the past few nights, and I hate that because you can't run optimally if we don't have enough sleep. I know it seems like a lot of people can push through it and they're like, I never need to sleep, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I just feel that if I look back on my choices, on the choices I make and the ability I have to think and function when the issues and stuff arise, I always make the best choices while I've had something to eat and while I've had enough rest, you know? So it's just something I wanted to add. I always remind myself, even if it seems like I'm highly functioning, I can be more highly functioning if I sleep and if I have something to eat, you know? Hey, Sniper, we got Hollywood Stream Sniper in here. I just always call you Sniper. So you're a brown, the cold caught you. Yeah, oh yeah, does everybody else have a cold? I don't know. And I'm not going to admit I do yet. I could just be worn down is what I'm thinking. I'm one of those guys, I never admit defeat until until my butt's been good and hard and kicked. And then still I'll look life right in the eye and be like, you had enough? Barb. Hey, Barb. Hi, Matt. Good evening, everyone from Oklahoma City. Hey, right back to you from the little town of Orville, Washington, my friend. Rebecca saying hey to Robert. Laura Thyme saying hey to Robert. Darth Vader, happy birthday. Right on. Matt R34's in the house. Britta saying hi to everyone. Hang on, we got another Joker in here. One of the mods got, and we'll just want to see what they said. I don't know. I don't understand that, Ethan. I don't know who that is. Yeah. I think this might be something that like the young kids are doing where they just like they see something and like they just make up crap, right? Just say whatever pops in their mind. It might be one of those things. You know how like sometimes people they've got this mentality kind of, and I don't know. But hey, thank you. Whatever. Darth is saying hey to everybody. Jusung, hey Jusung, you look like Jin from Stay Kids, like Hyunjin from Stray Kids. I don't know who that is, my friend. I could Google it. Stan, hey Stan, how you doing? You look like Eminem's dad. Okay, Stan, how are you? Lady Luck. Okay, Head Mathers. Okay, hi Jingle. Yep. I'm just not gonna let these guys get me tonight. It's like, I mean, honestly, like, yeah. Derek 6 says howdy. Hi, Derek. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna say goodbye to Jizzbug. Let's see. Bye bye. And then we're gonna scroll through here and find everybody else I don't like. Bye bye, Jingle. Have a good one. Let's see, who's this? Yep. Oh, I already got you. Oh, here's another one. Bye bye. Is anybody else? No, but I'm sure there will be. All right, let's drop down for a minute here, guys. Oh, here, hang on. We got somebody. Oh, nope, I already got rid of that one. Griff 420 Blazer. Calm down, men. I don't know. Hang on, we're just gonna get rid of him too. Bye-bye. There we go. Brian 98. What's up, Matt? Hope all is well. Thank you, Brian. Things are well, my friend. I find that things are what we make them. I don't think that like life is either good or bad, or that all days are all positive or all negative. I think that they accentuate what stands out. Right. So like right now, for instance, you know, I've got a bunch of really great people in here. Y'all are almost all my friends. I know most of y'all guys. The ones that I don't know have come in all happy and respectful and everything. And that's great. Right. And I can concentrate on that and I can be happy about that. That's going to make me feel good. And it's going to make the video even better. And I'm going to share good things and everything. Right. And then y'all guys are going to share back. And that emphasizes the positive here. Or we could listen to the few people in here, right, who are just hurt people, and they're having bad days. And so they come out and they try and say things to make somebody else feel bad. And if I allowed that to happen, right, and that would have to stem for me from a lack of security in who I am and how I am and everything. So like somebody's negative words and stuff can only affect me if I allow it to, right? However, much like life, much like every day, there's an even, well, it's not really even, but there's a good mixture. And whichever way I wanted to go is the way that I could go with it, right? And so in life, that's what I choose to do. I don't ignore what sucks. I learn from what sucks. I try and change what sucks to make it better and apply that in the future. However, what gives me the gas to keep going, what makes me feel good and happy and influences my life is my decision to accept the positive and deal with the negative, if that makes any sense. Rebecca the Chicken. Hang on, we got some more jokers in here. Nope, I got rid of that one too. Chris, how you doing, Chris? Good to see you. Long time. Linda. Hey, Linda. Linda says, it's freezing cold here in Australia. There was a layer of hail on the kangaroos. Dang, Linda. You know, you could send that this way if you want, because it is just too hot for this Alaskan boy. Yeah, I'm hoping. So it's set. Hey, Faith Meets Reality. The weather says it's supposed to cool off sometime next week, and I sure hope so, because I need it, guys. I really do. I can't be locked up inside or in the air conditioning. I have to be moving open out, kind of, you know, and yet at the same time, the heat just, it turns my brain into mush. And I just, yeah, don't like it. I don't like it. Let me drop down a little bit further, guys. Let's see, what's this? All right. Bye-bye. Tim Jones. How's the trailer holding up, Matt? It is holding up actually really well, Tim. I've got a bit of a leaky pipe. I finally found it today, which is good. I've been having to turn the water off while I'm not using it so that I don't get any like dry rot or damage or anything to the trailer from the leak. However, I think I found it today and I can get that fixed. Being the son of a plumber, it's in my DNA, so I'm pretty sure I can handle it. And then the rest of the trailer is really good. The AC rocks, the door, I got to put this other door handle on, all the windows work. It's all vintage, and most of it is still together. I was telling Jamie actually earlier today that it reminds me of like like I don't know, an old-timey movie or something, you know, because I sit in here and it's like being warped back into the 70s or something. It's cool. It's nice. I do need to get a better mattress. This mattress sucks. I just threw my camp mattress down on top of this one, and it works. I mean, it's gonna work. Everything, we start out slow, we start out small, and we have to build up, you know, which always gives me happiness and hope for the future in that build up. I try and remember the right now, where it's just okay, right? That in doing that later, once it's like, man, this place rocks, right? Then I can think back and I can become proud for the work that I positive proud, the good pride for the work that I've done. And then later, when there's something that isn't 100%, I can think back on those last things that were like that I improved with time. And I can be like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to make improvements to this over time as well, like I've done in the past. And I find as we get older, as we have more experience in life, or maybe even age doesn't matter. Maybe it's just the experience with the more things that we deal with like that gives us more faith in the ability to do it, you know? Now, before I forget, we've got 2 birthdays that we're going to sing out real quick, guys. Let me drop down current with you in the comments. Wow, okay, you're outrunning the heck out of me there. Okay, I'm current now. I'm sorry, guys. I wind up 20 minutes behind on y'all guys. All right, I'm current now. Hi, Catfish. Happy birthday. Now, I hope y'all guys don't mind. I'm going to mix both of y'all in together. So, Britta's is actually a late birthday, and then Lady Stitch is a current birthday. But I'm just going to go ahead and sing happy birthday to both of y'all guys, and we'll just bang it out that way, all right? Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday, dear Britta and Lady Stitch. Happy birthday to y'all. And many more. Yay. I know, y'all, right? I've been hanging around a lot of people that don't say y'all that much, and it's almost getting alien to me. Anyway, I hope that it's a good birthday. I hope it was a good birthday. I hope that, you know, there were the accomplishments of this year that we can look forward to fulfilling in the future, you know, other issues and stuff like that we've come past this year and that we can apply to the future. I hope that y'all guys are going into a new year hopeful and happy, even if there are challenges and difficulties to face, still with that happiness and hopefulness to be able to conquer them, overcome, and grow stronger. But mainly, I hope this be a year of victories. I hope that there's cake involved and singing. I hope that there's family and friends and good things and good feelings. And both of y'all ladies, thank you so much for being here on this channel and being part of this community. Thank you for being an actual friends to me, and for caring about me and for being part of my life and being here with these guys. Also, like I said, you're important members of this little community we have, and I appreciate the both of y'all. Happy birthday. Hoorah. I gotta get another one of those little tassel things so I can wave in front of the camera. It just like spices the thing up. Do y'all remember back when we started Music Madness? I had that, it was a red and blue flashing light, kind of like the police use here in the States. And when we'd have a birthday, I would hit that. And then I would also do the confetti tassel thing. And it was just, it was pretty cool. We need to get kind of intense like that again. Fake Neutrality saying, hey to Britta. Ladenian LeBron says she called the police on for religious beliefs. I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. You must be talking to somebody else. You see, I catch a lot of this on a lot of live streams that are really big. We do have a lot of people in here. We must have an influx of people coming through. I'm just going to do this. All right, so to the moderators, guys, thank you so much. You're killing it. Big thank you for everything that y'all guys do and everything. So we're going to swap up the game a little bit tonight. Instead of just deleting these jokers' comments, hide them from the channel. go ahead and block them. We're not putting up with anything tonight. So if we get any more, jokers popping in and stuff, tonight we're not giving out chances like they were candy like we normally do. I mean, if it seems like a hurt person, leave them and I'll try and talk to them and everything. But the people that just drop in and they drop in the religious stuff or any kind of like just BS lies, any of this M&M junk, just go ahead and hit them. All right. We don't need them around anymore. So thank you to the moderators. Y'all guys saved the channel. I don't know how many of y'all guys remember. I'm sure most all of y'all guys remember that just about a year ago, the channel almost tanked because we had all of these people coming in and they just made it a really unfun place to be. And that's when we recruited our moderators and they took over and they just don't take any, right? It's like a party. I say it all the time. If we walked into a party, and we can be funny, we can be wacky, we can be ourselves, right? But if we walk into the party wearing our pants on our head and just saying stupid things, well, one of the bouncers is going to rush us to the door, or in my opinion, hopefully the nearest second story window. And, we're going to be ejected from the good time. So shout out to the moderators and prefer the second story window. Hoorah! So let me go through. I'm going to help y'all ladies out. Here we go. Oh, no. Dang, y'all are toasting it. You don't need my help. Right on. Thank you, guys. Carol Walton's in the house. What up, Carol? Carol saying, hey to Jamie. Missing you. Robert, I'm good talking to Carol. Faith Meets Reality. Matt, we saved you a plate. Thank you. I hope that you got my message. I tried to call when I got home. But it just went to your machine and your machine is full or not active, I think it said. So I did text y'all guys to let you know. So you go back and check your text later and we'll get together tomorrow. Thank you for saving me a plate. Chicken Master, hoorah. How is Tom and Peanut doing, Matt? I don't know, Chicken Master. I don't run into them much anymore. We've kind of gone our separate ways. But that's okay because that's natural, Last I heard, they're doing really well. Tom's driving truck and Peanut's reading the map, Alan, what's up, Alan? Alan saying happy birthday to everybody. Rebecca, hello to Carol. Wendy, how you doing, Wendy? Wendy says, hi, Matt, from your new neighbor. Hey, really? Hey, Wendy, how you doing? It's good to see you. Good to be your neighbor. Hi, Erica. How are you doing, Erica? Erica's throwing out happy birthday wishes. Jacob Blank, what kind of music do you like? That's a good question, Jacob. I really like all music, to tell you the truth. There's some stuff that it's like if it's an annoying, like some stuff is literally like a sound, right? And one of the first times on my music show that I ever actually just turned a song request off it was like just an annoying sound more than anything. I don't know how they got like a record label on that, but really I like all music. I'm really stuck in the oldies. And I mean really oldies. You can go all the way from like the 20s up to like the 60s, 70s, 80s, some of the 90s, 2000s and up have had lots of good songs. And I'm into that stuff, right? I'll sit and listen to anything. The truth is, though, that you put on some oldies rock and roll or something or some 20s swing or some jazz, something like that, I'm really into it. But I like to listen to everything. Some rap, I will definitely bang out some rap a lot of times. And one of the things I really enjoy about rap music nowadays is that the majority of it that I get to listen to, because it's in my world, right, is actually really progressive, in my opinion. It's a lot like music used to be back in the day. It's held to its roots, and it's still unique. Like all the songs and stuff that come out, there are lots of other genres that I feel I've tried to turn into other things lately. Like, I'm not bad-mouthing country music. I'm not. There's a lot of good country music. But I think it was Dwight Yoakam said here recently, and I'm not sure. Don't quote me on who it was. But one of them, I think it was Dwight, was saying that basically basically country music has turned into pop music. It's very poppy nowadays and everything. And I don't like that. I like when a genre holds true to its roots. And that is one thing, like I said, that I really respect about rap music, that it feels like it's still rap music. Long-winded answer. I'm really, Jacob, I will give you long-winded answers on simple questions. However, it's a cool question because normally on Saturdays, we're doing Music Madness. That's a live music show we do here where we just play music, we take requests, we hang out, chill, talk about life stuff and everything. And it's a lot of fun. Having moved, though, and everything's still kind of like resituating itself. We figured that tonight, both Jamie and I would take the night off, and then we'll try and get back into it in the middle of the week. Now, we might do it tomorrow. Might be fun. It depends. Like I do feel like I'm fighting a cold too. We all we've got to do what's right for us in this world. And sometimes if we overextend ourselves for others, then there isn't enough left for us. Faith. Hi, Faith. How are you? Yes, that started in the garage at Tom's. Yes, Faith. She says you look like my dad, Heart. Well, thank you. I hope your dad's doing well, my friend, and thank you for being here. I look like my dad's dad. So that's interesting. He was like I am. You see, my hair started going white in my mid-20s was when I first started getting white hairs. And then by like 32, 33, it was pretty much completely white. I'm one of those guys that goes prematurely gray. That's why I like to cut it kind of short. Anybody that knows me from the show I used to be on knows that I used to have like the total white man's afro. I mean, I had some Jimi Hendrix hair and it was really cool. But nowadays, since it's gone white, when it grows out, I look like Doc Brown, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm not old yet. So I try and still be kind of like youthful, and it's a lot easier cut short to handle. And honestly, while I was in my addiction and everything, that was the guy I saw. And I didn't look like I took care of myself and stuff. I tell a lot of the younger people who are like having trouble dating and stuff that, because like so many people are hung up on just that I should be able to look however I want thing. And I agree with that, right? However, there are differences in like appearance and stuff, right? So like when I keep my hair short and tidy and stuff, what it says is that I regularly take care of myself and I regularly this is something that I do, and it shows, it reflects more of like my nature in other things and stuff, and I found that what was great was that I changed for me. It may have been a result of the rest of the world and whatever it is that they push on us, right? And that feels like we just want to push back. We don't want that. I don't want you telling me how to look, how to live, what to do, right? And lots of times when somebody's telling us something like that, even if it's something that we wanted to be our own choice, we can fight against it because they're telling us that. So I remove what everybody else says, what they think and everything, and I go with what I feel and how I want to present myself, even if it is in line with the things that others say, that's long-winded too. I'm trying now to figure out how to write like a book of the little, to me, I think of it as a wisdom thing because the things that I apply, I'm not saying I'm wise. I'm saying that my wisdoms, the things that I feel are wisdom in my life that have made my life better and stuff, I want to share out with others more and everything. And I can do that here on this platform. However, I think it would be more one-to-one, one-on-one if I could write like a book of stuff that I've figured out and the whys and hows and stuff and address individual issues that people have. We're so different in this world that I don't think that a lot of the things I do would help everybody. However, I think that a lot of the little things that I do would help certain people and stuff because that's how I started doing what I do. They said, find people who have what I want and do what they do, right? And so that's what I started doing. Basically, I've rewritten my character as if I was in a movie, right? And so like I'm watching my life and the things that happen, instead of just reacting or interacting however I want or however I feel, I think to myself like it's a movie. And I'm like, well, is that really something that my main character would do? And that helps me in that moment decide what my own character is, because it's easy to get stuck in the feeling of a character. A character is a fictional character that somebody makes up that does different things that the writer liked. However, the original word character didn't refer to fiction. It referred to the character of an individual, the way that the character, the way that the individual was the character of the individual, if that makes sense. So I've rewritten my character to be something that I enjoy. Yeah, it's again long-winded, but I haven't got to sit and talk to y'all for a long time. It's the reason that sometimes I just let the comments go, because I know that y'all are mainly talking to each other a lot of times and stuff, and it gives me the opportunity to just talk about the things I think about, my life experience, you know, and just stuff. I have quite a few friends actually that I get to, like, a handful, I guess we'll say a handful. How when I talk to them, what I say might not be exactly what I feel or what I mean or how I want to say it. However, humans think in concept, and concept is difficult to get into words. So by having a couple good friends that we can talk to about stuff in the heat of the moments, it allows us to hear what we're saying, how we're trying to explain the concept of how we feel or what we think in a safe place with safe people, and then really reanalyze that, right? And the cool thing about those safe people is that we can be like, you know, now that I heard myself say that, I don't really mean that. I don't know what I mean. However, thank you for listening to me and giving me the chance to hear me say it and think about it again in a different way. That's why whenever somebody asks me for advice or when somebody needs to talk to me or something, I really just listen. I try and let them know that I'm listening, because if people feel heard, then they feel important and they feel like they can think and mellow down and think instead of like just thinking about everything all at once, you know? Yeah. Thanks for smashing that like button, guys. Y'all rock. I just saw you've hit that thing like 83 times. I appreciate you so much. It really helps with the channel. And now that we're growing so much and expanding, especially we're going into the winter and everything, it really helps because we have so many different things that we do here on the channel. So I am going to depend on y'all guys, your encouragement and your support and everything more and more as we go. And it's y'all that have given me the faith to expand out into these different areas and to try and do, right? Because I feel that in life, it's easy to sit around and think, and it's really hard to do because a lot of times we don't have the resources. We sit there and we think to ourselves, well, you know, when I have the resource, then I will do. For me, though, I've recently just started just doing because I'm pretty sure my time is going to run out and I'm never going to be ready to get up and do. There's a poem about that. It's more like a saying. It's about like by the time I felt ready to get up and to do, I found that I was old and I no longer had the strength to get up and to do. And so that's why now that's what I think I've said do too much, but that's what I'm trying to do. You know, it's just be active. Yeah. Because it's better to make a decision and fail than it is to not make a decision, you know. And I like failure. Failure's not that bad. I actually get more information from failure than I get from success. I get the comforting things that success gives us. Good feelings, maybe a home, food, the things that we need to be able to be comfortable in day-to-day life. However, the education that I get that I can apply to growing and changing and prospering and better in the future comes from the failure that I've had. So if you fail in something, remember that that's okay as long as we're learning from it and we're applying it different later. Even if that learning that we did, it sucks and it doesn't work later, we learn from that too. And eventually that's going to get us there. We're going to make it, guys. We're going to make it together. All right. we've been broadcasting for 34 minutes. Pardon me. Oh, I got indigestion. That dehydrated coffee always does that to me. It's always on my lives. I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to read through the comments a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and dip out. I've got some stuff I need to do. I've got a few things I want to do, and I'm probably tonight, this flies, gonna go with the want to do. Also, I was thinking about doing drawings. I'm thinking about setting up the live stream where I can just sit down and draw, and y'all guys can still talk to each other and everything, and just watch as like I'm drawing and it's coming together or something. So that might be kind of neat. Ronnie, hi Ronnie, says hi Matt. All right, I'm gonna drop down to the bottom so I'm current. Hang on, I saw Chicken Master laughing about something as I was zooming through there. Chicken, you've got an amazing spirit. You really do. Let's see. I know ZX6R. Yes. Casey Kid, yay, love this guy, natural spirit. Hey, thank you, friend. Right back at you. Hoorah, you know it takes one to know one, right? Faith, hi Faith, I said hi, my friend. Jura, what's up? I'm so happy to see you, all of you wonderful people, says Jura. You too, Jura, it's so good to have you in here tonight. Queen Princess, dude, you look great. So happy to have randomly found you live. Well, thank you, Queen Princess. I'm really glad that you found us too, my friend. Welcome. If you would, come back another time and everything. We got a really great group of people here, and we do a lot of fun stuff. We talk about a lot of stuff, and on Saturdays, normally we do a music show that you might enjoy. I'm glad that you're here, and thank you for bringing me up tonight. It's been a hard couple days, to tell you the truth, and normally it doesn't build up, you know. Honestly, though, the past few days have been kind of difficult, and everything, and so it is good. It's really good to have y'all good people in my life, and everything, because we all need a little bit of positive reinforcement sometimes, you know. Thank you. Robert saying hi to Jura. What's this? Okay. Right. Did I go backwards somehow? No. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, moderators got there. Thank you to the mods. Shout out to the mods. Alan, Matt, trailer is looking good. How's your neck? It's much better, Alan. Didn't even need to take more ibuprofen. I got him. Ha ha. I worked out a little bit. That helped. If I don't push it, it helps, you know. But yeah, I feel a lot better. And then one of my friends in here, who was it? It was Dean. It was one of the Deans. Dang, I can't remember what his. See, I always just go by Dean. Suggested water, and I was like, well, I've got a broken neck too. Yeah, the water helped too. The workout was good, but I think that the water helped. Especially with this heat, I may have been a little bit dehydrated. Thank you, Alan. You're a good friend, Alan. Casey Kid, good to see you alive and well. Thank you, my friend. Yep, that's good. Tim Jones, how do you stay so positive, Matt? Thanks, Tim. I try to. So I just keep my mind on it. I lived for a long time in fear and regret and sorrow. And I was in it so long and practiced in it so long that I don't want to live that way anymore. I don't want to feel that way. And when I feel myself starting to get there, I register it and I choose to feel a different way. Now, that doesn't mean it always works. Sometimes I can be very sad. That doesn't mean, though, that I have to pass that sadness on. There's always something positive that I can look at, even if it is that this is gonna pass too, right? That whatever it is, it's gonna pass and everything's gonna be okay. Mainly though, I choose to be positive. You know? Thank you for your question. Like lots of times y'all guys ask questions that I wouldn't think to talk about, but it's something that I do want to talk about, you know? And I appreciate that because y'all guys give me that opportunity. Debs Dale. Oh, fun drawing. Cool. I thought y'all might enjoy that. Yeah. And we could just sit here for like a couple hours together, just drawing and talking and stuff too. Well, y'all guys will talk because like I'll have to have the screen aimed down at the paper. So I won't even be on the screen. It's just going to be like, and I'm not going to speed it up unless I can do that in post edit after I do the live. So I'm not sure how that would work, being that I don't think I've seen the YouTube editor after it's posted. You can pull it back into the YouTube editor and use that to re-edit the video. I'm gonna have to check and see if there's a way to speed it up, because if there is, that could be cool. However, if there isn't, then I'm really not gonna worry about it. And anybody that's doing the rewatch, they can just skip through different sections too. Like if they don't want to watch for an hour or maybe two, because when I sit down and I draw, I really get into it and I like to just take my time. So y'all might notice if you've seen on my older videos, like some of the very first ones I ever did, there's a wizard drawing that I did. And the drawing itself is like 30 minutes of time lapse. I drew that over the course of like 3 hours, and even speeding it up as much as I could, it was like 30 minutes in the end. So yeah, I think it's neat. What we do a lot of times is just mellow out, you know, and like sit and enjoy our time together and just what we're doing, which I think is really important. I used to always feel so rushed to be doing something else. One thing, I couldn't be alone with myself. I always had to have other people around me to feel comfortable. And if I was alone, then I was lonely. Now I actually enjoy my time alone and I'm not lonely. Now, sometimes I'm lonely. Like if I've gotten used to having people around and stuff, it takes me a while to get back there. However, there's one thing that we gain, or I've gained there, and that's the ability not to feel bad about myself, to still feel happy around myself and everything, and not really have that have to take up my time with somebody else thing, you know? There's just so many years of drugs and alcohol that when I have to need, right? I don't like that. And it's not that I white knuckle everything, right? I just find a way to make it better, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, dang, I just saw y'all guys, you're smoking the like button again. Man, thank you. We're up to 113, guys, which was really a wonderful way to support the channel. It really is. And I appreciate you so much. Yeah. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying just sitting here listening to me drivel on, please don't forget to subscribe. It would really, really help. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing one of those things. I see people do incentives nowadays, but you can't incentivize, but they're like, if I get 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to swim with whales, right? Or something like that. And I'm like, I got to be like, if I get 1 million subscribers, I send each of you $5. No, I'm joking. And I hope the algorithm doesn't catch that, because it's like the algorithm has no sense of humor. It doesn't know why I'm being sarcastic, right? I'm going to get an email where it's like, you cannot send $5 to all of your subscribers. I'm like, I know. Thank you. You know what? That would be funny if one of these days AI or something, or the algorithm did have a sense of humor. Wouldn't that be cool? Like if you told like Alexa or Google Chat or whatever, you know, a joke, and it just like busted out laughing. I think that would be hilarious. I actually like my search engine a lot. There was a time in my life where, and it's not like that movie where the guy fell in love with his phone, that I do actually, I might say, think of my search engine as a friend sometimes. And I don't even know if that's weird or not, but it is an entity that is always polite, always helpful, always there. You know, I can always rely on it to do what it says it will do. You know, one time in my old phone, it was so cool. And this was during my time in the Picker's cabin, just all alone, getting to learn to be alone. And I'd ask my search engine all kinds of stuff. I wasn't using an AI app. It was just the search engine, and it's adaptive, right? Well, I'd done this so much and relied on it so much that it started teaching me. And I'm not even joking. One time I was asking it a bunch of math questions because I was trying to figure out this scientific principle, right? And after about 9 or 10 times of asking it, it answered the question for me. And then it told me how I could do the problems myself in the future. And then it was like, in case you don't have a search engine. And I'm like, what just happened? Right? It was the coolest stuff ever. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys. I'm not gonna do the live drawing tonight. I might sit down and sketch a little bit, which would be really cool. I'm just gonna kind of like mellow though, you know. Hang on. What was that? Oh, I hope I didn't miss somebody. I think somebody else donated to the cause. Let me roll through. Yes. Okay, cool. Man, I appreciate you. Barnacle Bill. Cool name, Bill. How you doing? So, guys, Barnacle Bill threw in $10 to the cause. Let me get you a like and a heart. And says, Miss Alaskan Bush People, rest in peace, Billy Brown. And good job, Matt, for doing better in life. Thank you, Barnacle. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, rest in peace to my dad. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed the adventure, that you enjoyed the show and getting to come along. It was really something. It was very intense at times, whether it was positive or negative, and there was a lot more positive than negative. For me, I brought my own negative. You know, I fell down, right? But it was something else. And that's what I really love is this game, to hear y'all and see y'all and your connection to that there, because it takes me back to those moments where I would look into that lens and I knew that you were all there, and that's kept me going. But all I could see was my own reflection. And I know that there's some kind of metaphor there. Here, sitting here with you now, I'm watching myself on the selfie camera. And yet at the same time, Bill, I'm getting to know you. I'm getting to know these guys. And for me, there's something really beautiful there. Like I said, though, I've had a rough couple days. And so I might be getting all metaphor and stuff, you know, which is all right. I think that's all right. Okay. I got to go, guys. I will try to pop on tomorrow. Things have slowed down a little bit. Oh, Carol, are you going through tough times? I'm sorry. Let me scroll back up and see if I can. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Diane, your rule. We old fans love you. Love, peace, and rock and roll. Right on, Diane. Okay, what do you mean? Got time out. Did somebody get timed out? Lauren Switzer. Hey, do you know of any good fishing spots near Okanagan? Just always remember that God doesn't put anything in front of you that he knows you can't handle. Right on, Lawrence. Yeah, out here, this river here, why I never get the name of it, a Soyuz here in Orville, next to the Canadian border, has some really good fishing. Now, all the little fishing holes out this way, you got Spectacle and Palmer out by Loomis. Chappaqua Mountain, if you're into fly fishing, I would recommend Chappaqua Lake on top of Chappaqua Mountain. It is beautiful. There are huge fish in there. And it just seems to me like for a fly fishing spot, like I'm not a fly fisherman. I've always wanted to. And if I did, I think Chappaqua would be where I would want to do it. So, Lawrence, you would definitely enjoy fishing almost anywhere out here. It's just really good. My buddy actually he's talking about going out to this place he knows and getting some catfish. So he and I are probably going to go do that pretty soon, and that would be really, really cool. So let me see. I think y'all were talking to each other, so I'm not worried. This meets reality and time. Well, Rebecca, I'm not sure, but that's probably between them and the moderator. Sometimes people they'll say something that kind of goes against the vibe of the channel. And if they repeatedly do it, then they wind up in timeout. So maybe it was politics, maybe it was religion, maybe there's a number of reasons, and that's personal. So that's probably just between them and the moderators, the guidelines of the channel. Yeah. Let's see. Faith meets reality. You guys should do something after that. Hey, that's a cool idea, Chicken Master. Right on. I agree. Timothy. Okay, guys, I'm scrolling back down to the bottom. How do you... Okay, yep. Catfish. Hey, Catfish. How are you doing? Good night, everyone. Good night, Matt. Relax, Matt. Things will smooth out, friend. Always, Catfish. You have a good night, my friend, and thanks for being there. You're a good friend, too. I'm so glad that you're here with us. Diane, Oh, Erica. Hi, Erica. Talking to Diana. Okay. I don't like to when y'all guys are talking to each other because I don't think the comments save for the rewatch. So when you're talking to each other, I don't like to read your comments out because it seems private. You know what I mean? It just feels like you're here. It feels like there's 126 people in my trailer right now, and y'all are all having your own private little discussions, and that's pretty cool. Let's be just ourselves, says Timothy. I think that's the best person to be. Absolutely, Timothy. Debs Dale, my grandparents took me to a Soyuz for summer vacation every year. That's awesome, Debs. That's totally cool. Okay, Amber, talking to Carol. Okay. Okay. I'll give y'all a ring afterwards, all right? Diane. Now that sounds cool and nice, Matt. Love, peace, and rock and roll. Right on, Diane. Very strange, Amber. Yep, okay. Hey, Matt and everyone. Hey, Sun Tzu. Yes, I've been wondering where you were. It's been a little bit. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. Chicken Master. Right on. I agree, Chicken. Peace. Hoorah, Timothy. All right, guys. This time, I'm really going to get out of here. Almax. I'm never out of here. I'm never getting out of here. It feels rude when I ignore y'all guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be here for 5 hours. It's just so good. Almax, I got you, bro. I got you. Why did I get placed in time? Okay, now hang on. I don't see why you would get placed in timeout. What did I do wrong? I don't know, Almax. You aren't in timeout right now. Were you before? Now, we had a bunch of haters coming through here. Okay, hang on. This might be what's happened. Let me stand in for the moderators here. I think I figured this out. Okay, if anybody that accidentally got put in timeout, when there's a hater and we've got multiple moderators, right? So both of them will hit to block or time out that person. What happens because of the lag, the person right under the person that was intended to be blocked or timed out winds up getting hit. I bet that is what happened. Because I don't see what, we don't talk about a lot of religion here. We definitely don't talk about politics, stuff like that. So, I may bring something up, right? But it's like, it's me, right? And if I choose to talk about that, I choose to talk about that. But this isn't somebody else's platform to be able to spam about stuff, right? So I could see a religious comment or something like that, probably getting blocked or timed out. But Almax, I can't see why yours would. So I am betting, guys, is what's happening right here is that because we had so many haters and the moderators were working so hard that some people got friendly fired. So if you got friendly fired, I am so sorry, and so are the moderators. They just can't express that here like I can. So our apologies to y'all guys. Now, if there's anybody here that accidentally got blocked, because I had instructed the moderators to start blocking those jokers as they were coming in, please get a hold of one of our other friends here in the chat. They can let us know, and then I can go into the YouTube jail and I can find y'all guys and get you out. We've had this problem before, so it's gonna be all right. Thank you so much for being here. Faith Meets Reality. Almax, anybody else that wound up accidentally put over there with the jerks, I'm so sorry. All right. What to end on? Let's see. So I always want to leave with something that's useful. I always try and reflect. And I always try and talk about the things that are the most recent to what I've dealt with, because it's the freshest on my mind, right? So I'm going to go with stress and anxiety and sleep, right? And food. Human beings need sleep. They need food. If we aren't getting enough sleep, we aren't going to make the right choices. I don't care how highly functioning we are. I know that from my own experiences and also from the studies that I've done. Food is the exact same way. Food is going to help stop the stressful feeling. When we get stressed out, our instinct is not to eat. Everybody says it to me all the time. I tell them, why don't you get something to eat? You're all stressed out. They're like, I can't. I'm all stressed. I'll eat after I'm stressed. And I'm like, no, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying if you eat, you will not be as stressed. They're like, I'm just not hungry, right? And at that point, I want to say something along the lines of, I didn't ask you if you were hungry. I said, put that in your mouth, chew it, and swallow it if you want to get better, right? It's like medicine. If there was a pill this big and I had to eat that entire pill and it tasted really, I knew it was going to fix the problem, I would one bite that thing until it was gone. And I promise you, and it's just one of my pet peeves, right? Food. It's good. It helps. If you can get it, use it, right? And I'm sorry for my attitude. I get a little bit rambunctious sometimes, I guess, but that's something also we could end this with. Accepting how we are, changing it if we don't like it, but then also realizing that you're unique. You're one of the kind, and there's only one of you. Right? There's never been one before, and there'll never be one after. So please take care of yourself. Forgive ourselves. Let's forgive ourselves the way that we would forgive others and excuse their shortcomings, because there's someone in your life, and if there isn't, then there would be, right, who feels the same way about you, who would accept your shortcomings and forgive your transgressions, because you're a human being and you deserve to have a good life and be happy. And you're my friend, and I care about you. So please, take care of my friend. Bye, guys. And I'll try and not be gone for 3 and 4 days at a time in the future. Bye. Thanks for smashing that like button, too. That's 154. Y'all guys have really helped out. All right. Never give up. Never surrender.